Okay, so in this interaction, this is my interaction with Saurav. Saurav is has done his masters from IIT BHU in material science, and he's worked in composites. And now he got prestigious Nanyang Technological University (NTU) in Singapore. As you know, Singapore mein there are two prestigious universities, NUS and NTU, and both very close to one another, and he's got 100% scholarship, and he's getting good funding also. So Saurav applied in NTU, and presently he's in the campus of NTU only. As you know, Singapore universities accept GATE score also. So you are not supposed to write GRE. Your GATE score 90 percentile plus is required, and one more exam, Ielts, you are to clear, or TOEFL, this English language. 1 month is only required to clear these exams. So Saurav cleared these exams. In my interaction, I discussed with Saurav in detail how much time is required, what money is to be spent, what are the career opportunities in NTU. And I'm very sure this is going to help you, those of you who desire to be in these universities. And as I always say, PhD is a job that if you can save more than 50,000 rupees per month, save, I'm saying, in PhD, and then you can complete your PhD in 3-4 years, and you can enjoy a wonderful career. There are so many opportunities in India, abroad, especially Singapore, Europe, America, and all. So this is a good interaction with Saurav, and he's a very good guy. He's will not only he helped us, told us in detail, but he's ready to help in future also and guide the students. So how to drop mail to professors, and what are the some kind of things which you should know when you apply in these universities, financial part, how much cost is incurred, and what are the opportunities. Listen to this video in totality. Those of you who are interested for opportunities abroad, this is wonderful recording. So listen to this in totality. Okay, so Saurav, first of all, thanks a lot for sharing your entire journey and selection in prestigious Nanyang Technical University, Singapore, in PhD, and you're a mechanical engineer. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir, for having me here.
Yeah. So Saurav, this Singapore is a beautiful country, small country, but very beautiful country, dream nation for many Indians. And Singapore, though is very small country, but two universities, National University Singapore, Nanyang Technical University, they're very prestigious for technocrats. Now, I'm very sure we will learn many things from you in this interaction. So before I go forward, I would like you to please tell us about you first. Which part of India you are from? When did you graduate? Which college you graduated? And then from where you did your masters? And how you decided to go for Singapore and NTU? Because there are so many universities globally. So why you decided to go to NTU? All these things, and then we proceed forward.
Yeah, sure, sure. So first of all, thank you so much for having me here. And I would like to say that I'm Saurav. I just completed my master's from IIT BHU, like this June 2021. And before that, I had done my undergrad from BIT Mestra in mechanical engineering.
Okay.
And like after my completing my master's from IIT BHU, I thought to I had my plans to go for PhD.
Okay.
So I was very clear in my mind that I will do PhD from abroad only. But it's like just after I completed my due to this COVID, there were very problems in my research works. It was a little bit delayed, so I couldn't apply for the August intake, like August 2021 intake in various universities. But along with that, the intake for January 2022 also ended in few universities. But it was left in NUS and NTU, and there is an advantage in NUS and NTU that it accepts GATE scores also.
Okay.
So apart from GRE schools, it accepts the GATE score, and I had that GATE score with me. So with that GATE score, and I appeared in the English proficiency test, IELTS. There is two tests, a TOEFL or IELTS. So apart from both of them, you can choose one. So I appeared in IELTS, and after that, I move ahead with the application process, and fortunately, I got selected here.
Okay, so Saurav, let's put it in this way. You graduated from, you did your masters from IIT BHU. So what was the CGPA you got in that?
So my CGPA was not very good. It was 7.6. But I had very good research experience. Like I was working on mathematics composites, so my research work was quite good, and on that basis only I got into here.
Definitely.
And apart from that, one thing I want to add, okay, I had research experience in my undergrad also. Like throughout my 4 years in my undergrad, I was working on few projects like there. So I had that experience of simulation and modeling. So that was required for me to be here. Like these, there are few works which are relating to this modeling part is going in my lab right now in NTU. So those things also helped me to get here.
Okay, so Saurabh, now you mentioned about GATE exam also. So
Yeah.
do you think in your application you have mentioned your GATE score and that has helped you in getting selection?
Yeah, exactly, sir. Actually, so like they have a minimum criteria of 90 percentile for the gate. Like if you are entering gate score, so you need to have 90 percentile. But like my gate score was 99.67 percentile. So that has really helped me to get here.
What was your
So,
GATE score, Saurabh?
sir, my gate score was 723.
723. So that comes out to be 99 percentile.
Yeah.
Okay, and you mentioned that, and that was also one of the criterias. And out of Ielts or TOEFL, either of these two you can write.
Yeah, exactly. Like
So
you can.
what
Hmm.
IELTS is how much time is required to clear IELTS? Because many students
Mhm.
hesitate writing it. They think that they may not be in position to qualify it.
Sir, if you are like if you have little knowledge about English and if you feel that you're confident in English, so 1 month preparation is enough for
One
like
month.
getting a good score is an IELTS. And if there are some minimum criteria in some universities. Like some universities want 6.5 band scores in IELTS, whereas some universities want 7 also. So like to be on the safe side, just try to score 7 or more than that in IELTS, and you can easily score that much in 1 month preparation.
You know, you have got into PhD in NTU. Do you think
Hmm.
even MS people can go to NTU or NUS with GATE score? Any idea about that?
Yeah, also, yeah, that is also a criteria there, like in MS.
MS
You
and
can apply.
they can go. Okay. So
Mhm.
now coming to this NTU once again, Saurabh, when
Mhm.
did you decide that I will go to NTU only? Because you mentioned about metal matrix composite, you have done good work there. So did
Mhm.
you see the research work going on in NTU or professor or
Ye-
something like that?
yes, sir. So actually, this is the first criteria like which people go through
Yes.
while selecting the college.
Yes.
So, like I am like my research work was in material sciences. So NTU has been ranked one in this 2021 ranking in material sciences.
Okay.
So like if I will get the chance to work in this university, that will definitely be great. And apart from this university, I was also planning to apply in some universities in US,
Okay.
and I had that advantage that time because due to this COVID, various universities in US have waived off the GRE criteria. So I didn't have the gate score with me, sorry, GRE scores with me, so I can also apply there. But like you will have to contact the professors also to like whether they want you to take in their labs or not. Like they want to uh, involve them, yeah, involve you in their like works. So like I contacted my professor, like she's a professor from France working here. So I contacted her through mail. I mailed her. Like initially, I didn't get a reply from her, but like when my application went to like if you submit the application over here, that application went into floating to different professors over here. So when my application went to that professor, she replied me to come under interview, come for an interview. So I was interviewed by that professor, and after that she agreed to take me as a PhD student there. And then after that, my application went to the school, and further interview was organized by the school, and that was taken by a different professor. So he also recommended me to get into PhD. And like on the scores which I have been given in these interviews, and apart from these, the GATE scores and the IELTS score, these are the few criteria which decide your scholarship amount, like how
Good.
much scholarship you will be getting.
So I let me put the things in order. Whatever you said.
Mm,
So you said
mm,
that you first mailed a professor seeing her
mm,
work, and
mm.
you mailed her, but you did not get the response. But when
Yeah,
you applied there, she mailed you, and then you had an interview with her. And after
yeah.
that, there was a second stage of interview, and the
Mm,
interview score plus GATE score plus IELTS score, everything was added
mm,
for your scholarship. Now let me
yeah.
put you this way, Saurabh. How
Mm.
many professors did you mail in this entire process of PhD applications?
Sir, I think more than 100 applications, more than 100 mails I had.
More than 100 mails you dropped to professors.
Yeah, yeah.
And how many responses did you get?
So I think I had got responses from around 10-15 professors. So majority of them, they had told me that they don't have funding and they don't have any position available, so they cannot take me. And in few of them, I was asked to like go in interview.
I tell you one thing, Saurabh.
Hmm.
This stage where you applied hundreds of professor and you got response from 10, majority of response, we don't have funds or something. At this stage, majority of students quit.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I want your opinion, because this is what as a mentor we keep on telling, that mail karo, mail mein paisa nahi lag raha, you are not spending money, you don't drop a mail.
Exactly.
And even if after sending hundreds of mails, अगर एक या दो इंटरव्यू भी हो जाते हैं तो तुम्हें तो एक ही सिलेक्शन चाहिए at the end.
Yeah, exactly, sir.
I want you to elaborate on this particular part, because this is the most crucial part of application.
Sir, actually, I had few of my like seniors who are in some universities. So like they told me to write like number of mails, like number of mails to the professors. So I kept on doing this. Before this, like before mailing them, I had to visit the profile of the professors who are working, like on which topic they are working, and like what is their current research they are going in their research labs. So I went through all these profiles of the professors. Like it was a time-taking job. Like it took me around 3 months to do all these things. So I kept on mailing the professors, and like hardly you will get reply, because they are very busy. The professors are very busy, so they don't give reply. But somehow you will get reply, and like it's sort of luck also. But yeah, one thing is there. If you're not getting reply, so if you think that that work is related to your work, you should proceed to the university application process. Because if you haven't got replied in the first time, you may get the reply in the like after the application submission time, like that. This is what happens in my case. So like if you're not getting reply, then also you should like submit the application. This may involve a lot of amount of money, because the application amount is a little high, like it's around 10-15,000 rupees in one university. So that you need to expend, like you will have to spend there in some university, not everywhere, but in some universities you will have to apply, you will have to spend that much amount of money.
But the good thing is you have mentioned a very important point, and you said that if you are convinced that your research work matches with the work of the professor, like the professor you mentioned the professor with whom you are going to work now, maybe her work was very much related to your work, and you were convinced that okay, this is what I want. So you can take that risk of spending money in those kind of situations. So that work you have to do. And you said 3 months you took to do all these activities. May I ask you, sort of, at what stage of your master's did you start doing this particular process of mailing the professors?
Sir, actually, sir, I was a bit late. Like I started after in March, like in mid-March, I started doing all these things. But I would not suggest anyone to do this thing. Like I would suggest them to like do at least a year before joining the university.
Okay.
Yeah, because
so can a student start mailing after second semester, let's say from third semester onward in MTech?
Yeah, definitely. Like if you are planning to apply for the next August intake, you should apply, like you should start writing mail to the professor 1 year ahead of you.
So give me the timeline. Like suppose a student wants to join in August 2023, August 2023 PhD in NTU. When he should start mailing the professors?
Sir, in June or July 2022.
Okay, like so 1 year before 1 year.
Yeah, exactly.
And what should be the typical content of mail? What he or she should write in that?
So in that he has to elaborate about his skills, like what he has done, what his expertise is, what his work he has done, and what he will be working there with him.
Yes, perfect.
Like, and what like that professor is working and which is matching his skill set.
What is the link?
Yeah, exactly. What is the link? You need to specify that link. Otherwise, you won't be selected. So you need to specify that link, that I will be a suitable candidate for you if you are working in this field. So you need to mention all these things in the mail.
So do you need to attach some kind of documents, your CV or something also with mail?
So it's not recommended.
Not required.
No.
Okay. So अब मेरे को ये बताइए, Saurabh, how many universities did you apply? You spent 10,000 on NTU, but how many universities did you apply?
Sir, applied in this NTU and UCB, University of California, Berkeley. Only these two universities.
Only these two. So don't you think it was risky?
Sir, actually, the thing was that actually I was planning to apply for August 2022 intake, and
Okay.
luckily I got into NTU in this January 22 intake.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like that was a bit luck.
So had you not got selected, you would have applied more. Is that what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So what is the typical number of application a student should keep in his mind? कितने apply
Sir,
करना चाहिए?
I think at least you'll have to apply in 10 universities.
10 universities में करना चाहिए.
Yeah, exactly.
I will come back to the financial part of that because that is very crucial part, Saurabh. But before
Yes,
I want to ask about the interviews you mentioned. You said you had 2 interviews. First with your own professor and then with another professor. Please tell us कौन से platform पे interview हुए थे और क्या content था interviews का?
So the interview in one interview, I had to send the professor the link to the interview, like in my first interview, and the other was arranged by the school, so they had sent me the link of a Zoom link, and that was there. And in the first interview, the professor wanted to know about me, like what all I know, like what all I had done, and she told me about like these are the works which are going in my lab. So how can you contribute in that?
Yes.
That was one of the most important things. Yeah, exactly. And apart from that, the basic questions like what is your strength, what are your weaknesses, these all things were also asked there. And in the second interview, that was I find it very nice, because in that interview I think the professor had my application. So whatever the points I had mentioned in my application, he asked questions from every point. Like he wanted to know about each of the things, whatever I had done in life. So he asked from like starting from my 10th, like what I had done my 10th, what I had done my 12th, what are the projects that I had done in my undergrad, like all the projects, because I had around 5 projects in my undergrad. So he asked the questions from all of my 5 projects, and he asked about the like some minutes in that project also. So that was a bit good. Like I find it very interesting, and so after all these things, the interview went around for like an hour. So he was convinced at the end, like I am a suitable candidate to be recommended for the course.
So that means when you write the application, it should be as elaborate as possible, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It should, they can ask you from all the things.
Exactly.
Okay, that's great.
And that was the best part.
Okay, perfect. Now sort of coming to financial part, because that is very important. So you will tell me how much money did you spend in this entire process of application in 2 universities? You wrote Ielts, so you must have incurred some expenditure in that also. You did not write GRE, so that was not there. But Ielts में पैसा लगा होगा, application में पैसा लगा होगा. तो अभी तक कितना पैसा खर्चा आ चुका है total?
Sir, actually, luckily, I had not to spend much amount of money because I applied in only 2 universities. So that cost was around 25,000 rupees in 2 universities. And for IELTS examination, you'll have to pay around an application fee of 15,000, like something is 14,700 rupees. So that is to be spent there. And if you will be appear in GRE, so for that along you will have to pay around 16,700 some rupees. So that is there. And if you are applying in US, the application fee is around 12,000 rupees in all around like lump sum amount of this much only in all universities. If you're applying in Europe, the amount is a bit higher, and it's around 16,000 to 17,000 rupees in Europe. And for NUS and NTU, the application fee is around 8,000 rupees for in both in NUS and NTU. Okay. So like I had to spend only 25,000 rupees for the application in 2 universities. Apart from that, I wrote IELTS. So in that I spent 15,000, and this was the 2 expenses which I met.
So let's put it this way: a student who is writing GRE and Ielts. So GRE and Ielts में 14,000-15,000 rupees per exam, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you are applying per university, let's keep it average 10,000.
Yeah, okay.
Per university. तो उतना खर्चा आ जाएगा. And I've heard that there is an expenditure related to visa also. So something like that also.
So that was a little amount. Like for Singapore visa, I had to spend around $16 and I had to 60 only. Okay. 60. So that amount, and I will have to pay around 30,000 more when I will be visiting there for the first time. Like I had to visit there. I haven't visited yet. So like in that I had to spend around $30. That is airfare. Visit means airfare you're talking about? No, not the airfare. But I will have to report there. Like when I'm in Singapore, I had to report there for the first time to get my visa confirmed. Okay. So it took around like adding the both amount, it's around $100. So that
So
will
that
be
means
around.
if a master's student is having 1 lakh rupee with him,
Mhm.
then he can think of completing the process, entire
Yeah,
process.
exactly. Yeah.
उसमें सारे में हो जाएगा, right?
Yes, sir. हो जाएगा. And
Now sort of coming to scholarship part. You mentioned
sir.
that these two interviews were basically very important for getting scholarship. So how much scholarship you are getting, and how much scholarship is normally given? Is there any variation? Like in India, we know PhD में 32,000 rupees मिलता है, तो वो
Yes, sir.
more or less uniform है. तो क्या
Yes, sir.
सिंगापुर में भी वो सेम है या किसी को ज्यादा मिलता है, कम मिलता है? What is the scholarship?
सर एक्चुअली यहाँ पे जो स्कॉलरशिप अमाउंट है वो अलग है और स्टाइपेंड अमाउंट अलग है.
Okay.
सर स्कॉलरशिप जो मिलता है वो मिलता है हमारा क्या बोलते हैं, हमारी जो यूनिवर्सिटी फीस है, एडमिशन फीस हमारा, या फिर जो सेमेस्टर फीस है, like these all are incurred in the scholarship amount. And apart from that, we also get a stipend over here, and that is around, I am getting $2,200, 2,200 Singaporean dollar. So that comes to around.
How much is Singaporean dollar?
Sir, 55 rupees. 55 rupees.
55 rupees. Okay. And you are getting 2,200 Singaporean dollar.
Yeah.
That is monthly stipend, huh?
Yeah, monthly stipend. So this monthly stipend I'm getting, and apart from that, I have got a 100% scholarship. That like I don't have to pay anything in my admission fees, and not I have to pay anything for my semesters. So I don't have to pay anything.
100% scholarship means you are not to spend anything.
No, yeah, exactly.
And stipend 2,200 means that is for you.
Yeah, that is for my monthly expenditure.
Is there any tax on that, or that is tax free?
No, that's tax free. Stipend is tax free.
Okay, and sort of now I have heard that Singapore is a costly place to stay.
Yeah.
So tell me now, out of this 2,200 Singaporean dollar, how much expenditure for living and all will be there, and where will live, in the hostels or outside, and how much as Indian you can save?
Sir, actually, like there is an advantage in Singapore that if you are living inside the campus, like everything is subsidized. Okay. So the room in which I am living, it's a single room. So for this, I have to pay $600. Okay. $600 per month.
Okay.
So like $600 per month. And apart from that, if I'm eating in the canteen, so like overall I have to spend around $450 per month for my expenditure. Okay. So that sums around $1,050 my living expenses and my like canteen expenses. So these two are. And apart from that, it's like if you go somewhere out somewhere, so you may take that $150 you can spend in a month. So like overall, I will be spending around $1,200 in a month, and I can save around $1,000 per month.
So that means you can save 55,000 rupees in Indian currency.
Yeah.
In PhD, that's wonderful, because you know even this 55,000 is like a job. Public sector में भी आप इतने जो कर सकते हो, तो आप PhD कर रहे हो और साथ में save भी कर रहे हो. PhD कितने time का होता है, sort of duration?
Sir, actually the minimum duration which is provided over here is two years. And the maximum duration is 5 years. Okay. So, but the thing is that we will be giving the stipend for 4 years. Okay. Like for 4 years, we have been given the stipend. So mostly people try to take all the stipend and they just complete in around 3.5 years.
3.5 में हो जाता है.
Yeah, exactly.
Now the question comes about the career after PhD. So what are the career possibilities after PhD, Saurabh? Because I've also heard that unlike Canada, Europe and other countries, maybe staying in Singapore is not only costly, it is difficult also, getting permanent residency or something like that. So what are the career opportunities after PhD, and what typically you are thinking of post PhD?
Sir, actually after post PhD, there is a one open option. Like there's one very good option, that is academia. Like you can be a professor in any university, or you can go for a postdoc if you want. So this is one option relating to academia only. And apart from that, there's options to work in some industries also. Like we have some collaboration with various universities. Rolls-Royce is there, HP is there, Alibaba is there. There are various collaborations also of NTU with these industries. So you can get to work in these industries also. So there is also option to work in industry after PhD.
So all options are there. And when are you going to join Saurabh, NTU?
Sir, I'm in NTU right now.
Okay, presently you are in NTU only. You have already joined.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you join there?
This January.
January you have joined. So your work has started.
Yeah, already.
Okay, so what stage your PhD is now? Presently, what are you doing now? You're taking courses or something?
Yes, sir. Actually, I had to complete some 18 credit courses So I have taken half of them for this semester and the half I will take for the next semester. And apart from that, I have to spend some of my time in the lab, work there, but I haven't started my work yet. Actually, I had to complete some of the safety courses, which I'm doing right now. So once I will complete all these courses, I will be allotted some work to do in the lab.
And Saurav, can you please explain us about the campus life of NTU now, since you're there?
Sir, actually, the campus is very big. Like I haven't been to all the places. Like I've been to only in my hostel and to the MA office and to my lab. That much only. So the campus is very vast, like very big. You have everything over here. Whatever you want to have in your life, that you can avail over here. And there are students from different background, like different countries. So you'll get to explore the different culture. Like the people I'm working in my lab with, so they some of them are Singaporean, some of them are Chinese, some of them are from UK. So I got like I'm getting to know about all these cultures. So it like very you will get to experience the culture from different countries. So that's the very good thing in being in NTU.
So you have stayed in prestigious IT BHU also. Though India is a developing country, we can't compare developing country with developed country infrastructure wise. We should not do that. But still, I would like to know a hostel life in NTU and hostel life in IIT BHU difference.
Sir, actually, we had some work assigned to us over here. So, and that was not there in masters. When I was in masters or my undergrad, so we didn't have that much responsibility. So we can enjoy your life fully. But now being here, like I had to do something. I had to complete some of my works. So being under pressure, like till now, I'm not enjoying my life over here. But you can enjoy like after all these my safety courses are complete, I'm free to go anywhere.
So still you have just landed up. So many things you are still to explore. As you said, you have not even explored the campus of NTU.
Exactly.
So you are still to do that. Saurav, how far is NUS from NTU? I have heard that Singapore is a very small country. So distance may not be.
Actually, it's around 15 kilometers from NTU campus.
15 kilometers only.
Yeah.
So other than NTU NUS, do we have more universities in Singapore?
Yeah, SUTD is there, and like I think 3 more universities are there. I exactly don't know the name of them. The 3 more universities are there, but these are in the top of the list.
Great. And how much is the airfare from India to Singapore, from where you can take? Cheapest, you tell us as a student.
So actually, there is a Scoot airline. So they don't provide the like the check-in baggage. So if you don't have the check-in baggage, you can travel there in around 8,000 rupees.
8,000 rupees?
Yeah, only 8,000 rupees. But you have your luggage with you, then you cannot travel in that airline. Then you can take the Air India or Singapore Airlines or other airlines. So then you will have to spend around 20,000 rupees.
How much?
20,000 rupees.
20,000. तो पहली बार तो आपको लेके जाना पड़ेगा baggage. So you need to spend 20,000 rupees, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. So now, Saurav, people from India want to go to top universities. They want to explore these options. They have less idea. And this interaction, many students will be watching and listening to you. Any message you want to give to the students who aspire to be in country like Singapore?
So the only thing is that you will have to work. Unless you will have some experience, you cannot reach these positions. You will have to have some hand-on experience. Unless you will have the hand-on experience, you cannot convince your professor that you are suitable candidate to take them. Like they will take you. So for that, you will have to have some good work experience. The first thing, then study about the various options, like whatever options you have around, like what currently these universities are working on. You need to explore these options. You need to have some background knowledge about these things. So these 2 things are the most important. And the third and the like the least and the most important thing, that you should not like these things take time. So if you want that you will complete all this processing in a span of around 2 months or 3 months, you cannot do this. This will take around 6 months or more than that. So you'll have to be prepared to give your time. Like you need to be patient.
But yes, it can be done, right? So it is neither easy nor difficult. You need to put effort. But if you put effort, then certainly you can get into that. Right, Saurav?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, let's end this wonderful interaction at this positive note, Saurav. And let me wish you all the very best for your academic journey, which you have just started, research work and Singapore. And I expect to interact with you in future also for more such information, Saurav. Thanks a lot for your time.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.